What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us here today on the VSO Gun Channel. Today we're going to be looking at one of the dumbest products I have ever seen. Just to give you guys a baseline, I am not a big fan of those incidental safety countermeasures that manufacturers include with their firearms, like those little chintzy gun locks or the wire locks or anything like that. I understand that those things need to be in the box to mitigate legal liabilities and stuff like that, and that is literally what they're there for. Those types of things I don't think really have a really good place for a responsible gun owner. I think that there are better countermeasures, like not putting this in the trigger guard until you're ready to shoot, things like that. But today I have the safety bullet, and this thing is literally a device that is designed to lock your gun up so that it is inoperable when you want it to fire. So the way this thing works is they go into your gun, and they're almost like a rivet or a lead sink or something like that, if you've ever used them to attach something to concrete walls or something like that. And the way this thing works is it's the firing pin strikes where the primer would be, and then it basically shoots a rod into these wings that expand, and then it locks your gun up. On the flip side, we see it comes with a rod, and basically you stick that thing down the barrel and you're supposed to knock it out. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to test these things, see if they actually work to begin with, and see if we can defeat it as well. So get these things out of the package, get some guns out. Okay guys, so there you have it, a good look at that thing. I'll throw in a tight one if that is not focusing, depending on how the light is working. Again, they look like they're built on standard casings. We're going to be using two different guns here today. Glock 19, modified by Blacklist Industries, some internal stuff, but basically it works the same as any other Glock 19. And then we have this SIG 320. So we should get a good idea of if these things work or not. Look at this. I don't understand why you would need this much literature with something like this, but what it says is allows the owner use of the firearm faster than any other safety device on the market. Okay, unsubstantiated claim. We're not going to get a stopwatch today. Don't worry, we're not going to be doing that. Safety bullet protects gun owners from criminal discharge because its use complies with child access since all gun laws make sense, right? That's what these accidental shooting protection for less than we're done. First test is, will they come in and out of the gun? Doesn't seem to even want to chamber. We'll see if can we force it forward? Yes, we can force it into battery. Okay, it does come out, and that one went in. Okay, so cool. Now let's see if we can get it to lock the gun up. All right, and drop in the hammer. That sounded weird. Does it actually pop a primer? Is that a live primer? So this is a one-use item? Please tell me this is not a one-use item. We've got this, and we're supposed to be able to unlock it like that. Okay, so let's walk over here to the side of the building and see if I put this rod in here, can I get it to come out? No, that's not. Okay, there we go. We'll lock it to the rear. We're going to inspect this sucker. That looks to me like a real primer.
So guys, we're going to see if these are single use. So I'm going to go ahead and insert this.
Looks like
maybe.
Is it broken? No? Looks like they're single use to me, man.
That makes it even dumber.
Point it in a safe direction, because it's got a live primer in it.
With a nail.
Yeah, a live primer with a nail.
With a piece of Durlin holding it in.
Yeah, makes sense. Dude, that is definitely live primer. Did you see that there was material that came out of the end?
Yeah.
There was definitely material that came out of the end of that barrel.
That's because this gun's really dirty, so it has residue, and it, like, stuff actually came out. That gun's semi-clean.
That gun isn't semi-clean. But regardless, there is enough gas escaping that material was able to escape from the barrel, which is not cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna defeat this without the stick.
Defeat it without the stick. Is he strong enough? Yep. Looks like. Or wait a minute. Did it come out? I don't see it. Oh. So that's what she looks like. Well, there you have it. I mean, they are single use and they're easily defeatable with minimal effort, I would say. If you are smart enough to be able to find a bucket, then
I didn't even break the bucket.
Yeah, you didn't even break the bucket. Like, you could use the corner of anything to defeat this. But I have another question. If this is a live primer, wouldn't this constitute ammunition? So wouldn't this company be manufacturing live ammunition?
If there's, can you sell live ammunition through eBay?
No, you are not allowed to sell live ammunition from eBay.
Is
but
it live ammunition?
But it has a live primer. If it has a live primer, then wouldn't it also, I mean, you have to absolutely, if it's got a live primer, it has to have a hazmat feet, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't buy primers, all right? I haven't reloaded in a long period of time.
Whenever I buy primers, they have to be shipped with a hazmat fee.
Okay, so questions. I know I didn't pay a hazmat fee for this when it was shipped to me because I purchased these on eBay. Okay. And their official store is through eBay, right? So that's the only way you can buy these is like off eBay. So you're selling something that has a primer without hazmat charge. And I think that this would constitute the manufacture of ammunition, which requires a specific FFL to be able to do that. I'm not so sure that this company, they may, I'll look it up and I'll annotate it, but those would be questions that I would have to answer because I don't know that this is legal. I mean, live primer, nail.
This is probably, like, not only is this a gimmick, this is probably one of the most dangerous.
Yeah. I mean,
like, what if that crimp I mean, it's a healthy crimp, I'll give them that.
Oh yeah.
But what if that little aluminum nail decided that it didn't want to be in there anymore?
How many times have we seen full bullets get displaced up a barrel enough to get it lodged in there that are much heavier than that? If that decided to go, that could be a real projectile, and there's enough back pressure provided by that Darrellin that you could have a couple 100 feet per second projectile.
Check this out. If this crimp right here gave up, this looks an awful lot like a Sabo penetrator round. That little piece of brass that's folded in is the only thing that's keeping that Darrellin slug from coming out.
Okay, just to see what would happen if the crimp on these things, which again is unlikely that it would fail, but should it fail, we've gone ahead and pulled out one of the safety bullet projectiles, if you will, the capsule in the front, and we have loaded it into a casing with just the primer in it. And against my better judgment, we're going to put it in this Glock. And we're going to see what it does when we fire it at this target. You guys ready? We only got one shot of this, so here we go. So not only we didn't have anything come out, so our is it safe or not? Probably. But what we have done here, and I'm just going to go ahead and disassemble it really quick, is now we've created, oh, hang on, amateur hour. We've now created, you'll notice that you can't see through that because it's right there. So if that were to happen and you were to chamber a round on top of it and send it, you have now blown your gun up, because that will absolutely be enough to cause a bore obstruction with sufficient pressure to detonate that barrel. So not only is this a really stupid idea, it's a really dangerous one. So I think we've seen enough here. Hammer. Dude, is it moving at all? No, it hasn't moved at all. All it has done is no. Still no. Nope. I got that on camera. Special thanks to Blacklist Industries for replacing the barrel that we destroyed in advance.
Because I think that it would come out better if I could get the nail out.
It literally is a nail. See movement. You got a little bit. There he goes. That is all it is, guys, right there. It's a nail. Oh yeah, dude, it's polished now. What are you talking about? That's what these should be marketed as. The worst way to clean your barrel.
How to ruin your barrel in one trigger squeeze.